How do you do it? Look, of course, you go down there, you can get this done in 6 months. The only reason we haven't done this is because the politicians don't want to. The big businesses threaten the Republicans. Democrats don't want to do this. Of course you need to build a wall, and of course you need to use technology. It can be done. I'll get it done. I will fire those folks that are getting in the way. The reality is, it's a lack of will. This is a country that put a man on the moon. We can do whatever we want. The only reason we haven't got this done is, quite frankly, because of the political pressure. Big business threatens the Republicans. They want open borders. They want amnesty. We know the far left threatens the Democratic Party. It's time to fire those business special interests. Say it's time to secure the border once and for all. The only good a 1,000-page bill is you could stack it up against the border. You don't need 1,000 pages.
Governor, you say that you
Absolutely. We're getting great crowds in Iowa. Our early state strategy is working. The momentum is building. But bottom line, this debate is about the future of America. This debate is about the idea of America slipping away, and I'm going to do everything I can to fight to save the idea of America. The idea of America has created more wealth than any other civilization in the history of the world. It's done more for the defenseless, more to fight for freedom than any other civilization in the history of the world. I'm going to do everything I can to fight for the idea of America.
Did it surprise you at all?
Times reported when you announced your candidacy that there was a $1.6 billion deficit and that you had horrible economic statistics. If you had that in Louisiana, how in the world can people expect any better when you're president?
You need to update your Democratic talking points. All right, we balanced our budget without raising taxes. Let me finish. Let me answer your question. We got more time working than ever before, more people working in Louisiana than ever before. We've reversed 25 years of out-migration, top 10 state in terms of job creation, per capita income ranking the highest than it's ever been, 8 credit upgrades, count them 8, our highest credit rating in decades. Yes, sir.
Were you surprised at all that the first questions out of the chute were about Donald Trump?
No, not at all. Look, a lot of people like the idea of Donald Trump because the reality is he's an outsider, he's politically incorrect, he's going after the D.C. establishment. I like all of that about him. What I don't like is the reality of Donald Trump. The idea of Donald Trump is great. The reality is a joke. He's a narcissist, he's an egomaniac. Maybe he thinks he'll fit into D.C. because he has declared bankruptcy now more times than any other major corporation in the last 30 years. Bankruptcy is spending money you don't have. Without a way to pay back your debts, he would fit in great with D.C. today. That is not what we need. We need to change D.C.
So people want a celebrity president. We are running a huge deficit. Where do we get the money for the wall?
Look, it'll cost us more not to